beautiful charge.
Whoa,
This is
what
fine. Oh my god, it's
what
a save.
Okay.
Welcome back, everybody. My screen name is Stealth Pastry, and joined with me for another epic Ori race is going to be none other than Cleanfell. Clean, how you doing, man?
I'm doing well. I was wondering if you're gonna try to come up with like some synonym for my name, Clean, and then I like fell down somewhere.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Like Stealth Pastry has always been my screen name. But anyways, today we've got a race for you. We're going to be showcasing Monkley and Poogle as they're going to be running through. We're just going to be completely honest with you. This is going to be Monkley's first match, so we're going to see him set the stage for his group standings. But also, our runners' PBs are very, very far apart. So we're expecting Monkley to run away with this one and take a win. But RainbowPoogle is also going to be pushing for a better race time and even maybe a PB.
Yeah, definitely. Poogle's been practicing all across the few weeks of the tournament, so this is her last race of the group stage, so hopefully she's hoping for a good best race time and possibly a sub 40. She's been trying that for a while now, and who knows, it could happen during a race. Yeah,
for sure. And looking at these stats right here, we see the current PB for Monkley is a 31:20. We got the chance to speak to both of our runners right before we got set up, and so Monkley is going to be trying to push for a sub 32. Coming within 40 seconds is a really big deal in a race, so if Monkley's able to close that out in the first race, this is going to be really, really awesome to start off his group stage matches. And RainbowPoogle, her best race time, it looks like it is going to be her current PB of a 44. So that 47 there isn't quite her actual PB. That might just be what's on the leaderboard, but she's going to be trying to push the envelope lower and lower. And the input method for our runners, Monkley is going to be on K&M, and Poogle is going to be rocking the controller.
Yeah, she's using the controller, so you might expect some more controller based tactics that we've seen, like such as Quick Flame. I know she's going to be leveling up that, so he's going to do the magnetless Frankie walk that everyone always fears. But for Poogle, it's a piece of cake. So it'll be exciting to see both Poogle and Monkley perform well. And there we go, the bird.
Yeah, look at that production value right there. We've got a lot of people behind the scenes who have been working so hard to bring you this tournament today, and it looks amazing. And it looks like our runners are underway. And so over on the left, you're going to see Monkley battling it out against his own nerves and time, and Poogle is going to be doing the same on the right. A nice color code from Poogle to pick up that like pinkish purple color.
Monkley also with the color code. We got a little golden Ori, so very nice.
Yeah, it looks like he's donning the persona of his arch nemesis Cheese as he's going through. That's right, the Monkley versus Cheese rematch is going to be happening tomorrow, guys. But so there's going to be a lot of hype and memes generating around that. But oh my goodness, Monkley embodying the spirit of his great arch nemesis here.
That's right, and I definitely wouldn't be surprised if Monkley's goal of his first match is actually to beat Cheese's best race time of about a 32 and a half minutes. So we shall see what his goals are. Not too sure, but he's hoping for a good race overall.
Good stuff. Yeah, in order to do that, we're going to see exactly what type of early game Monkley is going to be able to bring to the table. Here we go. He's going to be pacing on these Frankies. Nicely done, getting a nice 5-stack on these paces. Going to clean them up nice and neat. And Poogle on controller is going to be pacing out those shots without a scroll wheel. So nicely done from both of our runners. And Monkley having a little bit of a cleaner fight is going to keep a lead, and as we mentioned, because of the disparity in the PBs of these two runners, we expect Monkley to be able to continue to extend that throughout the mid-game, but we'll see what ends up happening. Ooh, Monkley taking a little bit of unintended damage there. 2 shots means he's down to 1 health. He has to be so careful in this upcoming area. If he takes a death, he will be back there. But oh, nice health cell there, bringing him back up to 2 health. So, whew, a little bit of a scary situation from Monkley, but he is A-okay.
Yeah, it was definitely a bit of RNG to it, as all these brambles and slimes that you kill, questioning, will they drop a health cell or not? The RNG gods are being nice to Monkley today, and I believe Poogle is also going to set up a nice amount of health for this ghost door.
Yeah, nicely done. So Monkley is going to be coming over here and coming up to this 4th health cell. This is just a little bit of tournament safety. We skip picking up clean water later in the run anyway, so having this extra health cell doesn't actually cost too much time. And it's going to give them a little bit of extra padding. But wow, Poogle actually taking a little bit of a lead here and just going through, and it looks like our runners are synced now. Yeah. Because Poogle actually ended up skipping that 4th health cell.
Yeah, it was just kind of when she was practicing, that's kind of what she learned on, like, when she actually tried to do it. She's like, it's impossible. I'm just to do it out of spite. I'm not actually picking up that 4th health cell. So we love Poogle for her determination of not getting it, and so she will stay on 3 health for a little bit while Monkley's got 4.
Yeah, so Monkley leveling up there on the way down is going to clear the way for him to come back up. But Poogle not quite getting a level up. We're going to see if she ends up having enough experience on the way back out in order to be able to get through that section a little bit quicker. But Monkley now getting a wall jump tree. Jump tree. It's going to allow him to jump more. But this is going to get him some extra verticality.
Yeah, there's a lot of different types of movement Ori offers, and for now we just gotta worry about jumping and moving up these walls at a very nice pace so that we optimize as much time as possible. This is a speed run, so time optimization is good.
Yeah, for sure. And so Poogle there grabbing the level up on the way out is going to be able to explode all of those. It's going to gain her a little bit of extra experience, so she's going to have to be a little bit careful going through Blackroot Burrows, there we go, that section, in order to make sure she has enough experience for the Frankie Walk, because she's also not going to be getting Magnet. She likes to opt for that early Quick Flame, so Magnetless Frankie Walk is actually a really scary thing, and we'll point that out when the runners get there. But Monkley is going to be making good time here, as well as Poogle. Poogle with a little bit of cleaner movement, going to be able to eke out just a little bit, but this is just Glaze. This is exactly what happens.
The Trojan log strikes again for Monkley, so hopefully we won't see too much struggling of the Trojan for Monkley, as both of them head down into Blackroot and set their classic save anywhere for the Blackroot cutscene skip.
Yeah, and so both of our runners a little bit lower on the health end is completely okay. Poogle with 34 experience to go and Monkley with 44, so Monkley's absolutely going to be picking up Magnet and deciding to kill off 3 slimes. I can't remember if he does Slime Genocide off the top of my head, but we'll see how he decides to route his experience to take an intentional level up later on. Yeah, no, it looks like he's going to be going for the EXP orb.
Yeah, Slime Genocide, definitely a really interesting way to get XP, but I don't think either runner is going to do that. Because Poogle has to do the Magnetless Frankie Walk, she has to kill a bit more slime to get pretty close to that level up, but so that the Magnus Frankie Walk works out nicely. We hope to see not too many problems with that, because that, again, it may be just a little bit easier, but it still can be tricky at times.
Yeah, if you're too far away from experience, the Frankie only gives 19 experience, and oftentimes you don't just get all of that when you do the Magnetless Frankie Walk. So if she slips up a little bit on her EXP count, that means she'll have to try Frankie Walk over again, and that can be a really big time loss. But we're going to see exactly how she does this. Monkley's going through the cycle-based laser section. Let's see how the platforms line up for Monkley. Oh, just a little bit of a slower cycle here, just because the platform was moving down. That's a little bit of time loss, but ooh, nice. Poogle's doing actually a cycle manipulation here, putting down the save. And look at that, the platform is right there. So nicely done. That does save a little bit of time, but you do have to quit out and reload to get that specific manip. But then Monkley not losing too much time there.
That's fine. And yeah, good. Shout out to Poogle. Does a lot of really advanced movements you wouldn't see from a person with a 41 PB, but Poogle is pulling it off and making these advanced tricks look pretty easy.
Yeah, nicely done. And good cycle manip here from Monkley, going to be catching that platform in this final platform section as it's rising up. And same with Poogle, nicely done. This can be very easy to have a misstep, and because this is cycle-based, miss your cycle, that's just not just like 1 second of spaghetti you have, but that's also like an 8-second time loss having to wait for that platform to come back down. So nicely done from both of our runners, having pretty clean Blackroot burrows, no major missteps. Poogle might have to grab a little bit of extra EXP, as she has to be very careful to set that up for Frankie Walk.
That's right. Don't think we're going to see the none of the new cutscene stacking from either of them. Not to really practice with it, and it's fine. Again, like a 1 second time save. Yeah, all right.
Yeah, here we go. Monkley's going to be looking at that 724 dash time tree and ask, just how close am I to cheese? Am I able to cut the cheese here and be able to beat my arch nemesis? So every battle is Monkley's final gauntlet versus cheese. Now he is going to be heading into his attempts at Frankie Walk as well as Poogle, so we're going to see how our runners do. Once again, remember, Monkley does have Magnet, so this makes Frankie Walk a bit easier, but Poogle just learned it without Magnet and says, it's not that bad, so she's going to be going for that as well.
Yes. I think when I checked, her XP is actually 22, so yeah, she has to kill this slime, so that she'll be, I think, and she opts to pick up that ore. Very nice. So now she should be pretty close to leveling up for this Frankie Walk.
Yeah, nicely done grabbing that 18 experience there is going to bring her much, much closer to the hash mark. I really like this adaptation from Poogle. Just very comfortable with checking her experience, making a quick calculation going through. Monkley gets through Frankie Walk, but now he has to make it to Death Gauntlet. No time to save, no energy either. Okay, so he gets in the water. He gets past the slime. Is he going to make it under the Frankie? He does. Nicely done from Monkley. Just a clean Death Gauntlet from him. And not going for the Death Glide. So he just has to pace through these to make it to the energy cell. But here we go. Poogle lining up Frankie. And she gets it. Wow, nice. No magnet needed, but 3 health. Going through Death Gauntlet, this can be a little bit spooky, but with Quick Flame, she's going to get out of the water a little bit quicker. She gets under the Frankie. Nicely done from Poogle.
No, yeah, I know. I knew she had a bit of trouble. She was not really having a little bit of trouble with that, but she got it, and she must feel really good about that. Monkley on the left went for the Grotto skip cycle. That's a really frame perfect trick, and I can tell that even some veteran runners will be able to miss it. Let's see how Poogle does with the Grotto cycle.
Yeah, so we're going to see if Poogle ends up going for this. She's going to be dashing across, going for the wall. Oh, and she gets it! Wow! That is so impressive. You have to climb up that wall at a really precise set of inputs in order to be able to dash through. Land too close to the crystal like Monkley did, and you end up not being able to dash ramp over the energy crystal. But Poogle just setting up that really precise trick. Nicely done. She must be feeling great about that. What a great early game start from Poogle. Let's see if she can keep this pace and close out that PB as Monkley does some blind movement.
Yeah, definitely. That 8-second time save is definitely important, and not just the 8 seconds, but also just like that factor of like motivation. It's like, oh, I could get this, you know, like every tree and every skill you're able to collect really brings that motivation. And now,
yeah, 5 sure, because 4 is not a high enough number in order to agree with you enough.
Yeah.
But here we go. Looks like Monkley's going to be coming over here for his attempts at the Moon Grotto skip. So he's going to be skipping the left side by doing some precise jumps. Gets it first try and gets the fast setup, not landing on top of that pillar there. And that is just so incredible to see out of Monkley. This is his first race here in the group stage of the tournament, and he is really setting the stage to carry on a very fast-paced run. Let's go, Monkley.
Yeah, definitely. That was very nice. So now Monkley and Poogle are going to enter into the section that doesn't have any tricks, but just that this wall jumping is very precise, and sometimes you can lose time without even realizing it. Here goes Poogle's Grotto skip. Second try. That's very nice.
Yeah, that is certainly absolutely incredible, right? Because Poogle just recently picked up this speed game, and I remember when I picked it up, that trick really caused me a lot of trouble, and even getting it second try is a very amazing feat, because oftentimes I find myself 5th, 6th, 7th try, and just like in a tournament where you only get one chance to make that trick, and getting it that quickly is so awesome to see. And Monkley's making quick work of the latter portions of Moon Grotto before he heads up to the Stormfelt Swamp Teleporter, and eventually going into Ginsu.
Yeah, we got definitely a lot of time here, and Monkley and Poogle both on super nice pace. And despite the PB difference, Poogle's only about 20 seconds behind Monkley, so I mean, he's got to give it to her with having this great early game so far.
Yeah, for sure. And so over here, we're going to see Monkley head over to the Thornfelt Swamp Teleport. We're going to be using this to teleport back to it later in the run, as Poogle is now also grabbing a waypoint. Nicely done, and just continuing to showcase off these double jump moves. It can be very tricky to actually just nail all of these consistently, but it looks like Poogle being able to get out of Moon Grotto without too much trouble. Oh man, Monkley taking a bit of damage here. He is too low on health now, so he has to kill that slime. But oh, he had 2 health, so he's just opting to kill that slime, back off, restabilize himself, and then head into Ginso Tree with 3 health. I like this decision from Monkley. It can be very scary if you're only on like 1 or 2 health heading into Ginso Tree.
Right, that slime. It will do evil without even you realizing. Sometimes damage boosting, it's a little scary, and that's definitely one that will make it a little tense. And there you go, Monkley. Now into the classic verticality dungeon that we all know and love.
Yeah, for sure. So Monkley making quick work of that first room. These rooms can be very unforgiving. Dropping that safety save, I like this play from Monkley because one tiny little misstep, take a damage, and that shoves you away from these blocks. But wow, nicely done. Is going to be able to get through there, no problem. And then just continue on with Ginso Tree. Monkley must be very happy with getting through those first 2 rooms very cleanly.
Yeah, definitely is. Next few rooms, it's all about going as fast as you can, and he will be approaching the mini boss cycle, which is kind of a bit of a RNG type of facet to it. You gotta so you can use that 1-frame trick to figure out where the boss is, and hopefully we shall see a nice cycle from Monkley. And Poogle has now entered Ginso as well.
Yeah, so Poogle now in the first few rooms of Ginso Tree. Let's see how she does over on the right. Yeah, she gets through the first room. Nice jump there off the side instead of landing right next to that slime. That is very, very tricky and a really precise jump. She's making good work coming through the second room. No safety save as she is traveling up. Yeah, just gonna wait out this cycle. I like this play from her. It just loses a tiny bit of time, but you know what? That's a really smart decision because it absolutely guarantees her consistency. And then grabbing some extra energy before placing a safety save. Monkley making quick work of that mini boss, getting that nice 5-set cycle, and only having 2 shots per pace. A 5 cycle is really, really good. There's only a couple runners, and I think Hydra still is the only one to get the 4 cycle without quick flame on that mini boss. But we'll see how Poogle does as she's heading through, and Monkley is going to be heading to Bash Tree. Monkley with the 5 cycle and being really close to his PD, only 16 seconds behind at Ginso Tree door. He must be still very, very close, having a clean first section of Ginso.
That's right, and Poogle is actually going to have a quite an easier time than Monkley on this cycle, mini boss cycle, because she's got quick flame, so this allows for a 5 cycle to actually be not too hard for a quick flame strat. And we shall see how this goes.
Yeah, I like this adaptation from Poogle, recognizing that if she can just get past the magnetless Frankie Walk, having quick flame at various points in the run just really showcases off her style, but also just cognizance of like what she's able to do very, very well. Nicely done. She's going to be able to take down that mini boss and also head to the tree as Monkley now is going for Kidu. I'm sure he's very comfortable with this trick, being an experienced runner. Yeah, that looks good. The keys were in the door. He took a very fast death. Nice fast setup from Monkley as he is going to be progressing through towards the final mini boss of Ginso Tree before heading back out to try his attempts at swap entry, because he's not going to be going up and grabbing clean water.
That's right. We gotta get some other ways to do it, and very nice hyperspeed from Monkley to enter this boss. Again, some small optimizations there, but for the first one 31 PB, you gotta get all those nice optimizations.
Yeah, it's so refreshing just watching a runner of Monkley's caliber just be able to go through and tackle these various sections of the run. Poogle struggling a little bit, just misses a dash glide that's can be very, very finicky on controller because you have to go back to neutral inputs. But that's okay. Just lines up, bashes off the Frankie, and she's going to be making it through. And also just note that these bash angles on controller are a lot more difficult. With mouse cursor on keyboard and mouse, you have a lot more clear of exactly where you're going to preemptively aim. But nicely done from Poogle. Doing a little bit of a safer strat is going to be able to make it through. And oh no, Monkley accidentally toggles this cutscene. This is not going to lose him much time, but he has to be careful remembering that these lasers are active. Because there it looked like he was charging up quick save in order to be able to do some blind movement, taking a damage hit there and going for his swamp entry, moving this frog over. Oh, nice style with these double bashes. Look at this clean. This is so crazy from Monkley.
Yeah, this is quite nice so far. It looks like he's gonna do the double bash strat to get in, and he's gonna throw in one extra bash there to get it, and whew, a little bit of chaotic there, but he gets through. And Poogle is actually like, she is 25 seconds ahead of her PB at bash, so she is on fire right now.
Yeah, that's really great to hear, and we'll be updating you guys as we go through. Just taking a little bit of death, but that just sends you back to the Ghost Door save as she heads into the mini-boss before trying her own attempts at Clean Water, and Monkley now heading up to Stomp Tree. So Monkley in the lead. This is absolutely what we sort of anticipated, in that he's going to be pulling off ahead. There's a delta of about a minute here, and we're sure that he's probably going to push that a bit further, barring some major spaghetti on his part. But wow, Monkley with a 17 and then a high 30 on that Stomp Tree. He must be really happy with his pace so far.
Yeah, I mean, you just, apart from that, some little mess ups there, I mean, you haven't really seen any big mistakes from either runner. So far, they're in the zone right now, and Poogle's going to head up to Swamp Entry attempts shortly, as Monkley is heading out of Swamp.
Wow, Poogle actually did an insanely difficult dash glide to get access to an experience orb. So Poogle really showcasing off some advanced movement that's really tricky, and nicely done from Monkley, also just grabbing an extra ability cell. But up here, this is going to be so important for Monkley. Oh! No, the laser was active and he forgot about it. So now he has to go back and grab this ability cell again, and I end up trying to get past that labor. And oh no, Monkley. Dude, this trick is just so tricky to get this frog up on this spawn. Monkley definitely being like, oh my god, why did that happen? Why did I have to miss setting up that blind movement? But now I'm sure he's going to remember the lasers are active. Yeah, just waiting out his cycle before traversing through. But up here is Kuro cutscene skip as, wow, Poogle also on the right side doing Swamp Entry. So far, so good. Bashing up the shot. Is it going to be high enough? It is. Poogle gets into Swamp, and Monkley accidentally triggers the cutscene. So, hey, Kuro, how's it going?
You got the spot right, but the frog's shot hit him, and, you know, sometimes shots are weird, and actually it bounced forward into the cutscenes. That's kind of one mess up there on Kuro cutscene. It's not even really your fault. It's just the shot decides to hit you forward.
Yeah, that can be so silly. But here we go, Monkley now regaining his confidence, just being able to shake off how much Cheese is judging him right now is going to be garnishing his confidence as he takes a spider shot over a pit of instant death spikes. That's right, they deal infinite damage. We don't even have a number for you. But here we go, nicely done from Monkley, and Poogle just got Stomp Tree. So Poogle is going to be doing her own movement. We're going to see how she does with that Kuro cutscene skip when she gets there. And also just watching Monkley as he traverses through.
Yeah, so apart from that mess up, we still got some great performance by Monkley. He has gotten a 20-minute charge flame, and Poogle, despite some, I guess, slow movement that we didn't really see, because she was doing great so far. She's still ahead of her PB, but it's a lot closer than at Bash.
Yeah, so just losing a little bit of that leeway there, probably had to grab some different experience than maybe she was ready for, or just maybe just having some subtle nuances, but still ahead. Poogle is on pace to meet her goal of getting a PB in this run. How exciting. We're going to see how she does as she traverses through into the middle game section. Yeah, look at this. Grabbing some extra experience here, gets it, and the laser's not active, so she doesn't have to worry about being disintegrated. And now Monkley heading up to the next big trick in the run, Fast Stompless. Clean, tell me what we're going to expect, as Poogle now is going to be going through Kuro cutscene skip really quickly. Oh, she has to watch the cutscene, but that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. She said that was the one trick that was definitely going to give her a lot of trouble. I don't know why I can't speak today.
Speaking is impossible.
I know. On a controller, Kuro cutscene can be a little tricky, but that's fine. Nothing too big there. And here you go. Now this on the left side is a must trick. This is Fast Stompless, where he's going to shoot a spider shot to the left, and then run over here to despawn a cliff. He's going to wait for a spider shot to get this ability cell before he gets it.
Wow. Nicely done from Monkley. That was a pretty clean overall fast stomp was really great to see. And now Poogle making her way to the 5th energy cell. Gonna have to get out of this pit of instant death spikes. Wow, nice safety save from Poogle. I really like that decision. Trying to bait over the spider shot. She's gonna be able to get out, and the walls don't give her trouble. Nicely done. But over on the left, we're gonna see some craziness happen on your screen. Monkley's gonna get a lot of hype from canceling out a charge dash and then head up for his attempts at Sorrow Bash. If Monkley wants the sub 32 on this run, he has to get through this section really well. So not even setting up a safety save, he's just gonna go for it. Now bringing this bird up. Yeah, nice double bash to set up the bird. Gonna be bringing it over. Oh, gets a little bit too far away there from the bird. It takes a death. He has to go all the way back out, but that's okay. Nice save down there to level up charge dash. So he is pretty close behind for a second attempt. But, oh man, just not getting that first try can be so tricky.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely one of the hardest tricks of this game, and can definitely be the one to ruin a really good run so far. And let's see how it goes in the second attempt.
Yeah, recognizing the bird was a little bit out of position, have to double bash it. Nice C dash, and he's going to be able to get up there. So second try Sorrow Bash from Monkley. He's going to be happy about that. Probably wanted the first try, but still absolutely nicely done. We're going to see if he drops down a safety save up here, as he's going to be trying to go from the cheese dip chip pocket thing, place where you put chips, and he's going to be able to get up there. No safety save from him. And over here, yep, going for the ghost door, and he gets up there. So nicely done from Monkley, going to be able to make it to charge dash tree before he makes his way up to sun.
Definitely these, with our health strats, these spikes are a lot more deadly than they need to be. And so he's setting up his save so he can perform the Terra break. And he's looking good so far.
Yeah, nicely done. And so Poogle just pushing around a frog a little bit, showing who's in charge as she's double jumping up here in order to get through. Wow, Monkley, nicely done, gets the terror break and trying to go through these instant death lasers. Yeah, he gets through. Nicely done. So he's going to be able to make it up to Sunstone after getting a little bit of a tasty cheese dip from that chip section there, thinking about his arch nemesis on the way.
Yeah, well, he needed to get out there as fast as he can. It was too cheesy for him.
Oh no, we just said the things. Yeah, here we go though. We're gonna see exactly what Poogle decides to do, picking up a little bit of an earlier charge dash. I like this play from her, and then going over. Yeah, she's going for the fast stomp. Let's not going up and grabbing that ability cell. Gives the indication that she's going for it. This can be hard on controller because there are a really precise set of angles. That shot looks good. Is she gonna get away in time? Oh, that little double jump. Maybe. Oh no, that spider shot is low. Come on, Poogle.
She does.
It goes for the damage boost. Is she gonna make it in time? Oh, she does. It looks like she didn't get far enough away though from the spider shot. So part of the level was not able to despawn, and so the shot actually fizzled out. So we're gonna see if she tries to line up for another shot, or yeah, no, she's just gonna go over and break the rock. So you're gonna see exactly what Monkley ended up skipping here, as Monkley doing some really intense movement as he is entering into Misty Woods.
Misty Woods and beyond is definitely the movement is what separates someone with a 40 time if it's someone with a 30 times. All these stomp and bash cancels with the charge dash, just really nice movement that can be pretty hard to learn at first.
Yeah, real treat to see someone of Monkley's caliber being able to work through this section. Cheese must be shaking in his boots seeing this performance so far. And that being said, Monkley on one energy, accidentally burns that by C-dashing into the wall. That's okay. He's just going to grab a safety energy there, but no safety saves because he's using that energy for high-octane movement and action-packed gear to try and make it to the climb through. There he goes, able to get over there. And this second half of Misty also has some really intense movement, so we'll absolutely be looking forward to that. But, oh, it looks like Poogle now is going to be heading up, so she is going to be trying her tries at Sorrow Bash.
Definitely, and with controller, it's going to have to be a little bit of different movement than what we saw from Monkley, who did a bit of double bashing, but so far, looks good. And it's a first try Sorrow Bash. Very nice.
Wow, absolutely incredible. A tiny little slip up at Fast Stomp was made her fail that trick, but just being able to garner away her nerves and just keep a level head, getting first try Sorrow Bash. She must be very, very excited with that outcome. But, oh, she missed getting a key. Oh, she's just going back for it. Nice, nice, nice. Maybe that's just a routing decision for her. Very interesting.
Yeah. Oh, no! She went not left enough, and there are some very deadly spikes who did not get set back too far, but that's gotta hurt.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, Monkley answering with a tiny little death of his own, but that's okay. He also set up a nicely placed safety save. So really great job. These safety saves are really critical at junctures like these in the run. If Poogle hadn't set up that safety save, she would have had to done Sorrow Bash again. Monkley, if he hadn't set that up, he would have had to go back to Climb Tree and done all this really difficult movement over again. But here we go. Monkley at the mini-boss gets a really fast kill and is going to be exiting Missy to go to his final skill tree of the run at what a great pace.
That's a bang zoom if I've seen some before. And so Poogle's at charge jump, and despite a death, is still on pretty good pace so far.
Yeah, so here we go. Monkley now exiting through Missy. He only has one more skill tree to get, and then he's going to be doing the final movement to get to Horu. And Horu is, of course, the final dungeon, which we skip all of by doing a really difficult trick. And then the final escape without clean water is going to be very, very tight for him as he's going to be doing movement through. But nicely done. Also on the right-hand side of your screen, Poogle with only a little bit of health, right? That max health is not enough to be able to tank a damage from the spikes. Being able to get through there, she's not going to be trying out any of that cheesy cheese dip at all. But nicely done getting through there. But Monkley now working through, we're going to see what sort of laser cycle he's going to be able to get from these lasers. All right, the first one looks good, and the second one is good as well. Nicely done. He's going to be very happy with that.
Nice.
Breathe a sigh of relief as he has to travel back through there, and the cycles that he just set up are very important for the exit as he's going to be able to do optimal movement. Poogle now is going to be collecting some.
Yeah, so we know the Yoka cycle, the fastest way to get through those cycles, and so yeah, we'll also see that movement of some rocket jumps, some bashes heading out of there, and Poogle has gotten Sunstone. She's good.
Yeah, for sure. And now here we go. Monkley is going to be exiting out of this lower area. Nice feathers there to have that cognizance that that laser was slightly off. And nice gets through with a great rocket jump in order to proceed upwards. And Poogle now is going to be going through a scary part on the right. These spikes still are spiky on the way out. And so she's going to probably slow herself down with some feathers. And is she? Yeah, okay, nice. And she gets through and is going to be going over and going for the Willow Frog. Nice.
So, hey, Muffin, why is Poogle going to the teleporter? Why don't you tell us?
Oh my goodness, it looks like Poogle is going to be doing a routing adaptation known as What's 20 Seconds. So, Poogle doing things in slightly different order than we saw from Monkley, who decided to go through Misty Woods before traveling to this light grenade skill tree. But Poogle instead is going to be throwing on a nice exhibition for some really cool looking movement that we'll get to later. This loses about 20 to 30 seconds overall in the route if you nail everything. But Poogle just recognizing that she doesn't need that time save in order to put on a good run. And Monkley, nicely done getting through Horror Fields. Clean. How many tries is it going to take for him to get through Dual War?
It's gotta be one. I mean, Monkley's been on, apart from that one miss up in Swamp, he's been on fantastic pace so far, so I'm hoping for a first try right here.
Yeah, and so here we go. We're going to cheese this dungeon with a 1/60th of a second trick, and he gets it first try. Cheese must be shaking in his boots.
My goodness. Cheese, I hope you're watching this.
Otherwise, my silly banter is going to fall on deaf ears.
Right. So here we go. He's at the final escape now. He's I don't think he's gonna be able to make that time of a sub 31, but it's still very close to a 32 something so far. So here he goes.
Yeah, this movement can be very tricky, and he cannot take any damage as he's traveling through. All of these lava things deal things. Anything red on your screen is super spooky, but wow, Monkley just showing off his veteran nature in this run, being able to get through that section. And now with 6 HP, this swimming section is going to be a cakewalk and nice. Yeah, look at that. He's going to be able to get out and head up towards the final trick of the run, which is going to be a grenade jump. It's a 1-frame trick. He nailed door warp first try. Let's see if he gets grenade jump. Lining it up. Yeah, nice. Taking some extra time to get the position. Doesn't want to soft lock.
Yeah, and it could be fine to take your time.
Nice!
Gets through! Very nice.
Nicely done from Monkley. Going to be rocking about a 32-20 from getting that trick at the end. Really nicely done. Not quite the sub 32 that he was hoping for, but having a low 32 is absolutely going to set the stage for the remainder of his group stage. So nicely done from Monkley. We're going to see RainbowPoogle now with Light Grenade in hand is going to be heading into Misty. And so once she gets Climb, she's going to have all the 3 ingredients to do a grenade jump, as you saw Monkley do in that final escape. But with grenade jump, you can do some really crazy things going through the second half of Misty. And time coming up for Monkley, and time.
Very nice. That actually is going to beat Cheese's best race time by about 10 seconds. So there you go.
Wow.
Cut the cheese.
And that, yeah, oh my god. Nicely done. But yeah, there we go. Monkley setting the stage for the epic showdown, coming back. Win his first match in the group stage, being able to put this on. And he has one more run to warm up with tonight before the epic showdown tomorrow. But here we go.
That's right.
Poogle working through Misty, doing a great job so far. I like this play, grabbing the extra energy. This is going to allow her to grab a safety save if she so desires. And once again, these safety saves, you just place them down. If you take a death, you respawn at that save instead of having to travel back really far. And yeah, look at that. Nice rekindle to resave there. So that stops her from having to do a lot of these sections over again. And so it doesn't necessarily save us time, but it mitigates time loss. And deaths in Ori could be so costly.
No, that definitely, depending on how many saves you want to do, going through this movement of the spikes, it can be pretty interesting. So now Poogle's got Climb, so here are the grenade jumps.
Here we go.
We love to see.
Here we go. Lining up on the left wall, and oh my god, yes. All right, this one's a really tight angle. Nice, using that ceiling fixture there allows for the guarantee to get past those slimes. Wow, Poogle's put it on a clinic so far, man. 2 for 2. Let's see how she's going to be able to do in the rest of Misty. This is just great. It's so fun to watch.
Yeah, definitely. Muff, I know you're a fan of the What's 20 Seconds. You did it in all your races, so how do you think Poogle's doing so far?
Wow, this is pretty incredible, man. I mean, like, a lot of these angles are really unforgiving. Yeah, not going for this one here. This one can be really, really tight, and it's easy to take an unintentional death. I like this from Poogle. It says, you know what? We're doing the route, and I'm going to pick the grenade jumps that I enjoy doing the most.
Ooh, gets hit by the slime there, but is still alive.
Ooh. Yeah, one more hit, and she takes a death. Oh, Splitting spikes are there, too. Nice, dropping an extra safety save. One nice thing about this route, if you just nail all the grenade jumps, oh yeah, there was just a slight miss, so she spent half an energy there with that miss and doesn't get to do the movement that she wants to do. But nice, just saying, I'm going to go for this once, and then just revert back to normal movement. I like this play from Poogle.
Not opting to do the rocket jump, and that would waste an energy, and with all the grenade jumps, definitely need to conserve that energy. And now, heading through the meatball shaft.
Yeah, nicely done. Those double jumps can be really, really tricky as controlling your height as well, going through those very, very thin spaces. And Poogle is doing a great job working through. Oh, is she going for this one to go into the mini-boss? I don't know. Is she thinking about it? Oh, no. Okay. Just a stylistic approach in order to close the height gap there. And then okay. Now let's see how she does with the mini-boss.
Is she trying to bring in she's trying to bring the Frankie here?
No, Poogle! The Frankie has a chair!
Be careful! I don't know why. It looked like she was purposely trying to bring him in.
Oh, it looks like she is too. Oh my goodness. We're seeing some shenanigans here out of Poogle.
Classic shenanigans from Poogle that we all know and love. But there you go. Gets through the mini-boss.
Yeah, oh, just slightly shy of the experience there from leveling up. That's okay, she can just kill some frogs on the way out of Misty or decide really where she wants to make up that difference. She doesn't actually need the level up there. It's just kind of nice because, oh, she's going for this one, because you fully refill on energy. So right now she has whatever energy was left over from the final boss. And, oh yeah, that grenade jump is really, really tough. each one of these guys is a 1/60th of a second timing. But she's like, oh, wait, I do have energy. Ooh, the experience orb up there. Nice adaptation from her. That's going to get her the level up, and boom. 5 energy once again as she goes
more grenade jumps.
More grenade jumps, right? You have wall, you have charge jump and grenade, and energy. It's a grenade jump. Why not, right?
Definitely. And so now, since Poogle already went to Lower Blackroot, all she has to do is head to the teleporter and go to Horu.
Yeah, for sure. And after we see Poogle finish out the race, we're going to see if we can bring in Monkley, who looks like he's currently on deck, so we'll definitely be able to bring him in for an interview. Yep, I'm getting confirmation that we will be doing an interview with Monkley after this run. Nice, dude. I'm so excited to talk about him, hear his thoughts about his epic showdown with Cheese. And then I guess we can also talk about his run that he just did right now.
That's right. So Poogle is not going to opt for some other weird grenade jumps, and there are definitely some really tricky ones coming up in Horu Fields that very pinpoint accuracy. So let's see what she attempts to do.
Yeah, so Poogle opting not to go for the 6th health cell. Oh wait, no, she's going to be turning back around and grabbing that. That's nice. It makes the final escape a little bit more forgiving in terms of you breathe a sigh of relief in that poison swimming section. But here we go.
Right.
Poogle now heading to Horu Fields to see if she ends up going for this jump. This has like 3 angles. Oh, she is. Oh, it's a little bit of a different spot. This might still work. Oh, nice sea flame to deflect the shot away. Oh no, and this lava field is once again another infinite damage zone. So touch that molten lava, that steaming hot magma, and you just die instantaneously. But yeah, Poogle went for it once, and what's the backup? That's right, Clean. It's just another grenade jump.
Yep, classic. And oop, not getting that one, and it just opts to head to the door. And here we go. I'm gonna also hope for a first try door from Poogle as well.
Yeah,
let's see how
absolutely. Let's see if we can bring down that tournament average as Poogle now heading in at around the 38-minute mark into the final dungeon. Let's see if she's going to be able to close out the final escape. She's still really close to being on pace with her current PB of a 41. So we're going to see if she can actually end up closing it out. Goes for door warp, doesn't quite get it. This is literally a 1-frame trick. Let's see if she's going to be able to get in there. She does, second try.
That's still very nice. And here you go. Poogle is heading to the final escape. She's got a little bit of fish to manipulate and one last grenade jump. And she's been practicing this run, so hopefully the grenade jump goes well for her in the final escape.
Yeah, here we go. Here we go, the final escape. She can't take any damage in any of these earlier sections. If she wants to close out an already really good run for her, she needs to get through this section. Any death sends her back to the beginning of the final escape. But wow, getting through that first section, not taking any damage. Here we go. It's going to be bashing up these lanterns, but wow, nice. Waiting for the lava pillar to disappear before continuing on. Really good job. Okay, one more section before this poison water. Nice charge jump here in order to break the barricade. Little bit of extra safety and style from Poogle. And now, coming up here is the poison water section. With 6 health, this is a lot more forgiving, but it's still very easy to have a slip up. Oh, Kuro!
Oh,
no! Poogle accidentally canceling out her stomp going into the water section causes Kuro to kill her. Every one of these sections, after passing a trigger, has a certain amount of time before you just instantly take a death. And oh no, Poogle, unfortunately, that's probably going to put her out of PB range, but that's still okay, going to be showcasing off more of this final escape.
And she definitely is still ahead of her current best race time of about I believe a 44 minutes, so she has quite a bit of time to improve that heading into the bracket stage. So here she goes through the water section. Ooh, gets through it, very nice.
Yeah, nicely done. So now she's going to be floating up and charge jumping up to set up for the final trick of the run. Is she going to be able to get this grenade jump? And she does first try! And
very nice.
Block. So we're going to get an update on that. That's actually going to land her really close to her PB, I believe.
Yeah,
4108. So it's just barely over, but that is going to be so close. It looks like about a 4122, excuse me. For that. So wow, yeah, absolutely clean. Closing out and defeating her best race time. What a performance from Poogle.
Yeah, by about 3 minutes, and definitely put on a show, not a PV, but definitely one of the best performances she's had in a race, and so yeah, this is her last race before the bracket stage, and setting up a very nice time that we will confirm for you in a second. Looks to be a 41:24. Very nice.
Yeah, really nicely done. Well played from Poogle, closing out with a great time. And it looks like we have our winner here in for an interview. Monkley, how you doing, man?
Yo, what up?
So, how was watching Kuro cutscene?
There was so I've started thinking about that trick now, and that's where you go wrong.
Oh,
it's
no.
like you need to just do it, and I'm like, wait, how do I do this again? Ah, crap.
So besides that, you had very nice time here, and so you're able to put up for your first race a 32:24, which is actually about 9 seconds ahead of Cheese's best race time. How you feel about that?
I'm feeling like it could have been much better, but I'll take it.
That's really
it's the first
Monkley.
race out of 3, so I got 2 more races to improve that.
Yeah, dude, and coming like really close to being a minute away from your PB is absolutely awesome. And so we're gonna see a lot of you over the next 2 days. Are there any matchups that you're looking forward to for the rest of group stage?
You mean beside not my matchups or someone else?
No, your matchups. Yeah, your matchups.
I mean, yeah, I'm looking for the match versus Cheese. This is the yearly rematch, apparently. So he knocked me out of bracket last year.
We're super excited.
This time he's going down. There's already maps without New Zealand, but I'm gonna wipe him off the face of the planet anyway.
Wow.
Oh.
Cheese, I don't know. He's threatening Cheese, and I think Cheese in this stream, so we shall see how that goes.
And of course, as we're like throwing out these like, oh snap, like we're just memeing and stuff, but we're all really excited for that match tomorrow, Monkley. But
more than anything, I hope that we both have good runs, win or lose, as long as it's both it's not spaghetti everywhere.
Yeah, man. That being said, though, kind of going back to this run, throughout it, your early game was pretty clean. Talk about sort of the blind movement leading up to the swamp entry. Did you just accidentally forget to that the laser was active on your way back out, or?
Yes. So on my way in, I tried to drop the save and rekindle, and I let go before it dropped. So then I just ran into the cutscene without rekindling.
Oh,
and then on my way back, I dashed, and as soon as I was over the edge, I was like, "Oh crap! There's gonna be lasers." And if I could react well enough, just like doing a dash glide or a dash jump or something, and then hanging in the air with the double jump might have saved me. But I panicked and tried to turn around, and it was too late.
Yeah, for sure. That being said, nicely done, Monkley. Congrats on your first win of group stage. I'm really excited to see the rest of your matches, but also join with us here. It looks like we have Poogle, who came within a couple seconds of her PB, just barely missing that mark. Poogle, how are you doing?
I am never learning a new experience right in the middle of a race again.
So talk a little bit about that. What was the experience that you ended up missing? And then how did you sort of think about your adaptation when you realized that you were short on EXP?
I ended up missing the 100 underneath swamp coming out. I'm like, wait, crap, I don't have the 100. There's one.
Nice. So you just kind of were looking around as you're traveling through.
Yeah, because I almost missed the 200 going into swamp. I missed the 100 coming out of swamp, and I'm just like, oh, I really shouldn't have done this, but I'm committing to the route, and so I'm gonna do it anyway.
Yeah. So how was the other grenade jumps in 20 seconds? Did you like them?
I'm horrible at them, but I'm getting there. I honestly think that most of the experience spaghetti was what was causing the problems. We're just not going to talk about that, Snopless.
Yeah, no worries. This is just how Ori goes. It's spaghetti, and then in a tournament, of course, you can't just be like, oh, reset, right? But really nice adaptations from Poogle. I'm really looking forward to your play going into bracket phase. But that being said, Clean, any final questions for our runners before we close out?
Poogle, did you intentionally try to bring the Frankie in to the fight?
Yes, I damn did.
I had a feeling. I was questioning why you were a little hesitant. But very nice.
Yeah, no, it's because I kept screwing up my charge jumps. I'm like, you know what, Frankie, you're coming with me.
Very nice. So this
Excellent.
is your last race, but it has defeated your best race time of 3 minutes. So how are you feeling overall about that time there?
As good as it's gonna get, I suppose. I'm inconsistent as it is, but I'm happy my best race time is somewhere near my PB now.
Yeah, and so you definitely got a lot of time for that group stage. I mean, that bracket stage, which will come up in the next week. So definitely we'll be excited to see that. Hopefully, that sub 40 coming from you soon.
Jeez, if I can consistently get God Cycle like I have been, I'll be okay.
Yeah, that's incredible. Really nice play overall, Poogle. Really excited to see what you do. That being said, my screen name was Stealth Pastry, and joined with me today was Cleanfell. Thanks for the commentary, but guys, don't go anywhere, because upcoming next is going to be Red Rum versus J-Hobbs on this same channel, and it's going to be commentated by none other than Fooligan and Trojan Dude. I'm really looking forward to this match. We have a lot of prolific commentators on this one, and we will see you for that in about 10 minutes.
See you then.
Bye, guys.